Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to a huge video where he says that Sanemi is pedophilia, and also a video where he has this response to Keena's Fox. And I might also react to his video, My Message to the Ian Flynn Cult. So yeah. First I'm gonna start with the video where he claims that Sanemi is not a good couple. So let's start with this video. Okay, turn my volume up.
Bro, shut up. I'm gonna tell you this, dude. Sanemi is not a healthy couple. It's very bad. It's pedophilia.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I said in my last video before that Sanemi is not pedophilia. People don't understand that Sonic and Amy are just 3 years apart, and just because Amy is a preteen, she's literally 1 year away from being a teen. So basically, it's not pedophilia, alright? So stop saying it is, because a 15-year-old, you can still turn 15 in junior high, and also people are thinking too much about school. And first of all, Sonic and Amy do not go to school, so get school out of the subject. We're talking about 2 Sonic characters here. School has nothing to do with it. But even if they were going to school, it would not be pedophilia because they're just 3 years apart. Alright? At least Amy is not 11 or 10. Alright? So stop saying it's pedophilia. Also, I guess people really don't know what a pedophile is when it comes to or the 2 different age groups, or I guess they're calling Sonic a pedophile if he ever got with Amy. Because they're literally just 3 years apart. So it's not pedophilia. People need to get their facts straight. And them saying that Sanemi is pedophilia, first of all, in itself is a strong word. And that's just too much right there. So for all the people who keep saying Sanemi is pedophilia, just stop. Because it really isn't pedophilia.
You need to understand that because it's not a great ship. Shut up and understand Sanemi is not a great couple.
Not everyone has to think that Sanemi is a bad couple. I do respect the people who don't like Sanemi, but you can't just flat out say it's a bad couple. There have been hints and evidence that Amy could be a good match for Sonic. I'm not forcing people to support Sanemi, but there's not really evidence that's just flat out a bad couple. Now, I don't like how she was in Sonic Heroes. I wouldn't even ship them if she was still her character in Sonic Heroes, because that was just toxic right there. And I feel like the writers took her obsession to extreme. So I didn't ship her with Sonic when Sonic Heroes came out, because that was just it would not make Sanemi a good ship. I just didn't like how her character was there. But they're not flat out just a bad couple. I can see Sonic and Amy working out, but that's just my opinion. But see, Larry here, he just wants everyone to believe Sanemi's a bad ship. But not everyone believes that. Sanemi is a pretty popular ship, just like Sanelli is. So, you can't just assume that everyone has to dislike it.
Never was. If you're not going to accept that, you are on your own. Alone.
Actually, he's not alone. He's among, a lot of people who like Sanemi, including me. I don't believe it's a bad ship. So, I'm just saying. And yeah, he makes his response videos so short. No evidence that we're retards or dumb. It's like he just wants to find a way to get the last laugh. This video has 16 dislikes and only 2 dislikes. And I promise you, one of them is probably from that Alfred guy, and the other one is from Soundwave, another subscriber of his. Alfred is gone, but he might be using another account, an alternate account. Now let's look at this. Oh, I commented here 5 days ago. The same day the video was uploaded. Everything you say about Sanemi has been debunked like a million times. And fanbrat Sins said 3 years apart. Only 3 years apart. That's what I've been saying. And you see, when I was going through the whole Spidey drama, and Spidey made that video on me, he said, by your logic, it's okay for a 15-year-old to go with an 18-year-old. He's basically looking at if Sonic got older. when Sonic's age will basically stay 15. Sega has said before they're not going to change Sonic's age. Sega of America has changed its age up to like 40 something years on the Archie comics, but that's not canon. Sonic will always be 15. Also, Slimy would not be counted as pedophilia if Sonic got older, like in his 20s. So then, by then, you can't debunk Slimy by saying it's pedophilia. I didn't like when Spidey said that. Because 12 and 15 is just 3 years apart. Alright? Then he went back and said, it's okay for me to ship Slimy, but then he's trying to slick say it's pedophilia when it's really not. I saw you slick trying to say it's pedophilia, Spidey. I saw that. I know our drama is old, but it was wrong of you to sneak and say it is pedophilia, because it really isn't. But yeah, like I said before, me and Spidey are getting along, but I wouldn't consider him as a friend after hearing about the rumors by a friend of his that on Twitter he posted gore posts of Amy. But I'm not gonna make a video about that. Don't come to Spidey about that. You guys probably don't know about Spidey, but for people who have been staying on my channel for a long time know about the guy. He can be problematic at times. I still watch some of his videos, and I can tell he's kind of problematic, calling people pathetic, because I don't really know what's going on with the guy. But I'm not gonna say he's a bad guy, but he just, the way he responds to people can be pretty mean and kind of rude. And this is what Nathan said in response to Larry Hughes. I agree that Tsunami is not a great ship. Personally, I prefer Tsunami and Shadouge. Now, I respect Nathan, but if he's agreeing with the points of Larry, I'm just going to tell you this, Nathan. Larry's points and views on Tsunami to try and debunk it, it's just garbage. It's trash. I respect that he prefers Tsunami and Shadouge. I have spoken my thoughts on Shadouge. I believe that Shadow's canon age is 15. If he's 15, Shadow's 18. She's an adult. She's a full-grown adult. Even if they were around the same age, Shadouge would not be a good couple for me. The thing is, Rouge likes to use people for their jewels. I don't think she really... I don't know. It's just Rouge's character can be complicated to me to whether or not she actually loves Knuckles. I'm really thinking, is that probably why the writers of the Archie comics paired Knuckles up with Julie Sue? Because they think Rouge is going to be doing nothing but using Knuckles. But I do ship Knuckles and Rouge. I just have some doubts about the ship the more I think about it. But Shadouge, I don't ship it at all. I think it's a bad ship. I think they just like each other as co-workers. They're pretty much just associates. I don't even see them as friends. I think they're just associates. So, Shadouge, I don't understand. I never understood why people shipped it. I used to like it myself in the past, but now I just don't like this ship. You know? So, yeah. I'm gonna read these comments here. So, this is basically what I said, and this is what Johnny the Gamer said in response to Nathan. Not sure about Shadouge, since he's 15 years old. I'd prefer Nuxage over Shadouge. Nathan says, Shadow has basically an adult age, and Rouge is 18 years old. Shadow's actually 15. Personally, I do believe that Shadow's 15. And yes, I do prefer Nuxage, but I do, in fact, like I said before, I do have doubts about the ship. But anyway, I'm going to be reacting to Larry's video in response to Keenan's Fox, and then react to my message to the Infant Cult. But yeah, Tsunami is not pedophilia. It really gets on my nerves when people say that, because they really don't know what the meaning of a pedophile is. You're basically calling Sonic a pedophile. It's just stupid to me. Anyway, I'm gonna react to this video. Move it back a bit, because I did watch this.
Right. Because
Start at the beginning. So like I said before, Candace Fox did make a video on Larry, debunking things Larry basically said in his Ian Flynn rant. You can also watch my video I made before this one, where I basically debunk Larry's claims against Ian Flynn, which is no evidence Ian Flynn hates Sally Acorn and stuff like that. You can watch that video I made, and basically where I explain that Sally Acorn is not canon. So yeah, let's start this video anyway.
Well, Larry, you're in trouble now because an Ian Flynn fanboy made a video on you.
How is Candace Fox a Ian Flynn fanboy? Candace Fox basically said the same thing I said, saying that he doesn't know much about Ian Flynn, but he loves Ian Flynn's writings. Same for me. That's my same thoughts. It doesn't make him an Ian Flynn fanboy.
It's time to respond to him. Candace Fox, I want you to seriously understand, I don't like you at all. And first of all, no. What reason is there to talk about? Nothing. Dude, Ian Flynn is not a great creator. He has not been doing a great job of making Archie comics.
Okay, other than that, Ian Flynn is a great writer. If you don't like his writings, then that's your opinion. That's why I don't like people flat out say things are bad and they don't say that it's just their opinion. Exactly how Larry Hughes is. It also explains the hate that Larry Hughes gets because he has 21 dislikes and with only 3 likes.
And let's remind you, last time I checked, you are a fanboy who's defending him for nothing. And you are not a great researcher at all.
How is he not a great researcher? Everything, I even watched his reaction video to your Ian Flynn rant. Things he said about the comics were true. So how is he not a good researcher? Because I've read the Archie comics myself and the IDW comics myself. You're not a good researcher, Larry. Because I just see no evidence that Ian Flynn hates Sally Acorn. But you're assuming he hates her just because she's not in the IDW comics, which are based off the games, and she's not canon to the games. So, how could you expect her to be in there? Supposed to be surprised that a non-canon character would appear in the game material comics? Just doesn't make any sense.
Take, for example, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Dude, Ian Flynn is nothing like what you said. First of all, he's not a great creator, he's not a great comic creator, and third of all, he's worse than Ken Penders.
Larry has crossed the line here. Ken Penders has done bad things to Sally Acorn, so you call yourself a loyal fan to Sally Acorn, basically, but it's clear to me you probably don't remember what Ken Penders has done in the Archie comics. He himself tried to kill Sally Acorn off. You won't talk about that, did you? Did you talk about that? No. Haven't seen you talk about that. But here you are talking about Ian Flynn. Well, he's never done anything bad to Sally Acorn. Like people want to say he has because she's not in the IDW comics. But here you have Ken Penders who's tried to kill the character off. Done many things to the character that's been just wrong. We won't talk about that, but you want to talk about Ian Flynn just because Amy has her spotlight back. It's just crazy to me. And it's getting ridiculous.
Here's my response to you and the whole Son Amy thing. 1.
Here he is, just worrying about nothing but the ships, when that's not even the important part of the whole thing. Sonic franchise should not be focusing on the ships, and that lets you know you're not a true Sonic fan if that's all you care about. Nowadays, they just want to post fan fiction, and they just care about the ships and stuff like that. It's just crazy to me. It's stupid. We should be appreciative of the games, comics, stuff like that. Things we should be thankful for. But no, people just care about the ships. That's not even important. I can see why people ship Sunami. I can see why people ship Nuxoj. It's like, but I just don't see that as important. I'm a fan of Sonic because I grew up to the classic games, modern Sonic games. I love all that. The ships don't really matter to me like they used to because it's not important.
Amy is too young for Sonic.
Not really. She's only 3 years younger than him. Is that 6 years younger? No. She's not too young for Sonic. She's literally just a preteen, 1 year away from the teen. So, I'm not understanding. People keep saying Amy's too young for Sonic, which isn't true. I can see where people are coming from on the classic era because if I recall, I think that classic Sonic was still 15 and Amy was 8 years old in the classic era. So that's why I don't ship classic Sonic. I do agree that it's cute, but I don't ship it anymore. Alright? But I do agree it's cute. If Sonic was not 15, then maybe I would ship it, but But think about it. When you play Sonic CD, there's really no evidence for Amy. It's Amy running to Sonic and hugging him. He didn't show her affection. He didn't even show signs that he was shy. So there's no reason to be shipping classic Amy. So, yeah. Modern Amy, Boom Amy, IDW Amy is the ones that really make sense to me. Sure, they had a little thing going on in the Archie comics, but yeah, think about it. Tsunami was written poorly in the Archie comics. It was portrayed as bad, so I don't ship it in Archie.
She's jailbait. If you're not gonna accept that, then what is your problem, man? I keep telling you, enough. Son Amy is pedophilia.
Like I said before, Amy and Sonic are 3 years apart. It's not pedophilia.
If you're not going to like that, then what is your deal? Number 4. You're crazy. No, seriously, you're crazy.
Actually, you are. Misinformation is everywhere in your videos. A lot of things you say about the Sonic franchise being debunked. You're being toxic here. You're saying other people are toxic when you're the one who's toxic. Because you know that you're wrong. And you know that we're right.
I really don't understand this whole charade you put on this. And for not realizing I'm not going to like Ian Flynn or anyways. This is why you should move on. Listen, Modern Sonic fanboy. The reason why I gave a lot of hatred towards the Modern Sonic fan base is because you guys like to make fun of me way too much. And there's reasons.
That doesn't mean you start hating on this Modern Sonic fan base. Sure, we did make fun of you. We made memes on you. We made videos on you. At first, we're trying to help you, but here you are getting ridiculous. So here we are going back on you, making memes on you and stuff. We have a right to do those things. At least we're not threatening people online just like you're doing on here. You can get arrested for stuff like that, Larry. I'm just warning you. I'm telling you. And you're talking about calling the popo, and it's just crazy. Over fictional characters. This guy's insane. He needs to go to an anger management class.
Why I don't get along with you. You guys can't be reasoned with. I'm sorry to say this, but you guys don't know anything what you're talking about.
Actually, we do. We've done our research. What about you, Larry? You're just assuming things. You get mad over the littlest things, over fictional characters. This drama has gone on long enough, and you're making it continue. We've been going on with our lives, yet you want to go back at us just because we're telling the truth about you.
Also, yeah. Also, I literally mean it. Ian Flynn did make up those stupid mandates. Yes, he did. Also, I have proof to tell you. Sega did not make up those mandates. No.
Actually, they did. Sega did put up mandates, not Ian Flynn. You're only saying that because you hate the guy. Sega made the mandates.
No. They keep using the word Mobius in their canon. So, you got that backwards, my friend. So yes, I did not kid around. I don't kid around with this stuff. And you can't make this up either. First of all, Sally Acorn and Nicole are gay lesbians in the Archie Sonic reboot.
You can't just assume that. Like I said in my last video, Sally Acorn could be bi and we probably didn't even know it. Not until the whole Sally Cole ship came around. And they could have got together. Maybe she was just bi. And if she was, then I respect that. And if she somehow turned lesbian, then I respect that. I've told people, just because I don't support Sally Cole, it doesn't mean I'm homophobe. I just didn't understand, the whole thing of it ever happening. I just saw them as great friends. I see them as awesome friends. I'm not a homophobe. I feel like Larry is, alright? Because he made this Steven Universe video saying he was against the whole gay thing. So I'm just saying, I hope you're not a homophobe, Larry. Because not everything is going to be straight in these TV shows and movies and stuff. I'm just letting you know that. And you just have to respect that. Everyone is different here. So, I'm just saying.
I'm telling the whole entire truth. Why? Because Ian Flynn wants Sonic and Amy to be together because he's very selfish.
You don't know if Ian Flynn wants Sonic and Amy to be together. Sure, like I said, there are hints in the IDW comics that Sonic may have feelings for Amy. That doesn't mean Ian Flynn likes Sonic and Amy or wants Sonic and Amy to be together. Heck, they might not ever even be together in the IDW comics, so stop assuming.
He does not care what people say, and he does this on purpose. So, don't talk to the wrong person. I'm right, because I really don't get it. You think I should accept this? No. And first of all, he has no respect for the Archie Sonic Comics original story, aka Sonic's ATM and the American Sonic continuity. Yes, he does not. Because he only has a big boner for the Japanese Sonic continuity. And yes, he's a Mega Man fanboy. And yes, he's really not the great person to be with. And Sega...
You can't prove he's a bad person. This is just stupid to me.
should never have him around. He's a liability to them. Also,
I'm getting tired of hearing all this. It's like all of this so-called info that Larry is putting out. It's getting tiring. It's really stressing me out. Because it's just dumb.
You really don't get it. And he was the same guy who wrote one of the episodes for Sonic Boom. I guess you did not know that either, Mr. Know-It-All. I guess you don't know anything. I'm going to say this for once and the last time. Stop with this childish jokes.
Okay, that's in the video. It was pretty stupid and it was just dumb. Like, anyway, I'm gonna be reacting to my message to the Ian Flynn cult. Larry's video is being poorly made. It's just so stupid. Getting mad because your favorite princess, your precious Princess Sally Acorn, is not coming to the IDW comics, won't be in the main games. Because I just don't believe she won't be there. Maybe in the mobile games, just maybe. But it's just highly unlikely she will appear in IDW in the main games. Just telling you that, Larry. With your fantasy world and hopes and dreams, I'm just letting you know. So yeah.
You know what? Dear Ian Flynn cult, I want to say that you guys are very not good people.
Again, assuming that people who like Ian Flynn's writings are not good people. It's just stupid.
You really caused destruction in the Sonic fan base.
He sounds like a zombie right now. Can you speak up, Larry? Because I can't really hear you. You sound like you just woke up.
And you hate Sally Acorn because you think she's just a Mary Sue. And also, let me tell you this. I don't care about your stupid opinions because they do not mean anything. You guys like to be the great professionals in the Sonic franchise.
Literally. All he talks about is assuming that we hate Sally Acorn. And also, Larry, why don't you go to a different room where there's like no noise? Because that's what I do. I try to avoid no noise as much as possible when I make a video. Can't hardly hear your voice over all this noise. Oh, are you at a daycare, Larry? Yeah, are you at a daycare? Are you at a toddler's daycare? Are you somewhere there where you learn your ABCs, learn your manners? I'm sure that's where you're going. Great job, Larry. Great job. I'm so proud of you, because that's where you should be going.
But you don't. Also, Sega of Japan and Sonic Team themselves don't have a good excuse for throwing out the freedom fighters.
They didn't even make them in the first place. I've said this many times before. They didn't make the freedom fighters in the first place. So, yeah. It's true, Sega Japan did ask Sega America to cancel the Archie comics, which Sega America did cancel the Archie comics back in 2017. But Sega Japan and the Sonic team did not make the freedom fighters. And also, Sega Japan was not in the operation of the Archie comics. They didn't make the Archie comics. I'm tired of people putting up misinformation saying the freedom fighters were made by the Sega of Japan. Sega Japan and Sega America are two different companies. Sega America does own the freedom fighters, but Sega Japan owns the Sega companies, owns all of it. So, which means it also owns Sega America. So, like, you assuming, like, oh, Sega Japan, they made the freedom fighters and they want to put them back out. They didn't make them in the first place.
You guys completely don't understand your own reason. Hell, I don't think you guys don't even know what they're talking about. So, if anyone has a big problem when I'm saying this to you guys, I'm not really in a good mood for saying this. Also, another thing I really don't get is why you guys completely lie.
How are we lying? We're just telling the truth. We're telling the truth about facts we've literally gathered. You're just assuming things.
Since when has Sally Acorn ever been a Mary Sue?
Yeah, one of my fans do believe that she's a Mary Sue. There have been times where my favoritism shown to her in the Archie comics, but me personally, I don't believe that Sally's a Mary Sue. A Mary Sue is a person who's perfect at everything, and I don't think Sally is that. I've seen that she has flaws, and I've seen it, so I don't think she's a Mary Sue.
Never. Ever. And I'm going to tell you who she really is. She's not perfect, and she has never been. And you lie about that, and you made this on purpose. So every stupid Ian Flynn got cult, I have to say, you are mean to Sally, and you're harsh. And
how are we mean to Sally? Also, why are you calling it the Ian Flynn cult? Can't just assume that, oh, we're fans of Ian Flynn. I'm not a fan of the guy, but I do like his writings of IDW. I think it's going great. People can disagree, but I just think the IDW comics are awesome. I'm not a fan of the guy, so I don't see why you're calling it a cult. Please explain, Larry. Please. Also, I think it's time for you to go to class. Yeah, I feel like it's time for you to go to class, learn your ABCs, learn manners, get your snacks, sit down, listen to the daycare teacher. Yeah, you should be doing that. Instead of being childish and threatening children online when you yourself is acting like a 5-year-old here. You're acting like a toddler. So, I'm just saying, Larry, I'm up for the roast.
you're jerks. You're nothing but just a bullies. Also, Amy...
How are we bullies? We came up here giving you backlash because you're up here being stupid. And, yeah, we're treating you like a baby. Because that's what you are. You're a baby. You're a crybaby. Getting mad at every little thing that people say to you. Or if you say that you love Sanali and someone else says they love Sanami, but they don't mean to offend you, you make a video on them anyway. That's just so childish.
Rose is not a great character. I'll keep saying it. You guys need to understand she is 12. She's...
Okay. Just because she's 12 doesn't mean she's a bad character. Cream is 6 years old, but I think she's a great character. Also, Amy has a lot of character development. She has flaws, so she's not a Mary Sue, so don't say she's a Mary Sue. Her character is just developed and you're just hating. You're thinking that she's a Sally Acorn clone. Well, her character, it was time. It was basically time for her character to develop, and I don't blame the writers for doing that. Because it was time. So, yeah, Larry. All this hating you got on Amy Rose just because she's one of the main characters and Sally isn't, it's stupid.
Not a great match for Sonic, and she never was. So, if you have a problem with me saying that, then I got something to tell you. In IW Comics, Ian Flynn made a ripoff out of Sally. The girl she ripped off Sally is Amy Rose.
Here we go again. And it's not only Larry. It's not only Larry. A lot of people believe that Amy is a ripoff of Sally Acorn because of the IDW comics. It's literally called character development, people. Character development. This isn't the first time this has happened to Amy. It's happened in Sonic Boom. So, I'm just saying, it's just not a ripoff of Sally Acorn. Also, another thing. Too many people are going over the Archie comics where Amy was put up to a 12-year-old body with an 8-year-old mind. The Archie comics messed Amy's character up in that pre-boot. Reboot Amy was pretty good to me. I'm not saying all her pre-boot was bad, but boy, did they kind of mess up her character in the pre-boot. I've seen it, and it was just crazy to me. So, yeah, Amy's gone through character development, and Larry's hating because Sally's not there.
Again, you guys are a bunch of cults. And this is why I really don't take you seriously. Again, you're a bunch of jokers.
Yeah, this was pretty stupid. This was dumb. Has he made a new video? Nope. Yeah, basically this is just stupid. This is the most toxic Sally Acorn fan I've ever seen, assuming that Ian Flynn hates Sally Acorn and that he's just a huge fan of Amy Rose, which there's no evidence for that, and saying Amy is a bad character. She's actually pretty cool. I respect people who don't like Amy Rose, but the way Larry says that Amy is just a horrible character, it's just pretty stupid to me. And yeah, anyway guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And also, I thank y'all so much for the support. I'm looking forward to 300 subs. So if we can get there, I really thank y'all so much when I get there. And if you guys haven't already watched my video where I react to that Ian Flynn video Larry made. And anyway, yeah, I really love y'all so much, you cat lovers. Peace.